Welcome to the devotional series, A Psalm a Day Keeps Satan Away, the podcast edition, episode 61, subtitled Our Spiritual Heritage, Passing on the Baton, and I'm Pastor Dewak. Well, before we get started this morning, I wanted to quote unquote advertise once again our pending trip to Greece, our Following the Footsteps of the Apostle Paul, A Foot in Two Worlds tour. It's going to be April 29th through May 9th of 2026. We still have spots available. The tour includes a 4-day cruise that gives us the opportunity to visit Ephesus, which is in present-day Turkey, and also the island of Patmos, where John wrote the book of Revelation. We also get a chance to do some touristic type things, visiting islands like Santorini and Mykonos, as well as many of the biblical cities that you know, places like Thessaloniki and Philippi and Athens and Corinth. It's a great trip, 11 days, 10 nights. As mentioned, there are still spots available. And if you're interested in that, just reach out to me in the comment section of our podcast. Most of you have my email address or my phone number as well. We'd love to have you join that tour. Now on to today's Psalm 61. For the director of music with stringed instruments, for David. Hear my cry, O God. Listen to my prayer. From the ends of the earth I call to you. I call as my heart grows faint. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. For you have been my refuge, a strong tower against the foe. I long to dwell in your tent forever and take refuge in the shelter of your wings. For you have heard my vows, O God. You have given me the heritage of those who fear your name. Increase the days of the king's life, his years for many generations. May he be enthroned in God's presence forever. Appoint your love and faithfulness to protect him. Then I will sing praise to your name and fulfill my vows day after day. Psalm 61. Well, after experiencing numerous lament and complaint psalms, and remember, about 1/3 of the Psalter incorporates complaints or laments, we easily recognize yet another example here in Psalm 61. The psalmist cries out to God and beseeches God to hear his prayer. He longs to be in God's tent, to be in his temple, and to take refuge in the shelter of God's wings. But as is the case with laments psalms, complaint psalms, the text pivots at a certain point, in this case, verse 5, and the prayer becomes a prayer of acknowledgement of the psalmist's spiritual heritage, and then it morphs into a petition on behalf of the king. And as is almost always the case with lament/complaint psalms, the text ends with words of praise. A place, the temple in Jerusalem; a person, the king of Israel in Jerusalem; a community, God's people coming together in Jerusalem in his presence. The psalmist proclaims, you have given me the heritage of those who fear your name, verse 5. My mind is drawn to that proclamation this morning. I have been reflecting this morning on the spiritual heritage that I have inherited from my family, from the rabbis and mentors in my life, the friends who have poured into my spiritual development and the spiritual development of my family. And I'm thinking about the churches where we have worshiped and served. I have a true feeling of gratitude this morning, and I think about the spiritual heritage that Noel and I have created and are creating in the people who, quote unquote, sit at our feet, our children, our students, affectionately called the scrubs, and any like you who are listening to this podcast who feel led to hear our teaching. I feel blessed, humbled, and thankful to be part of the ongoing heritage of faith that spans thousands upon thousands of years. So our faith lesson this morning focuses on that verse 5. You have given me the heritage of those who fear your name. Receiving, maintaining, and creating a legacy of faith is our purpose here on earth. My prayer is this morning that you find your place in the faith community and that you embrace your part in passing your faith heritage on to others. For as it says in Hebrews chapter 11, God has planned something better for us that only together with us would be made perfect. Pass on the baton of your faith. Shalom and Godspeed. Pastor D. Walk signing out.